Hey guys, Brian Blohm here with BLB Woodworks. Just wanted to do a small video on how we apply Mercury CA finish to our wooden pins. As many of you guys know, we're a high production company. We do anywhere between 600 to 900 pins a month, and so finding a consistent and durable CA was pretty important to us. One thing that I like about Mercury is if it's dropped, it dents rather than chips or cracks like some of the other CAs. We use 5 coats of Thin Flex Mercury CA. There's really no reason to do more than 6. That's another benefit is you can use half of what some of the other CAs require. There's 2 different accelerators. There's the pump spray and there is the aerosol can. We're going to use the aerosol today. We're going to stay about 9 to 12 inches away from the blank. Both of them work great. I haven't noticed a difference between either one of them. To apply it, we have a piece of Bounty paper towel folded up to about 2 finger widths. So we'll turn the lathe on. We keep it at a low speed with safety goggles. It's for protection, guys. If you do a higher rate speed, it'll just sling glue and it just causes a mess and can become dangerous. What we do is we just have the paper towel right here. We'll put a line of CA and then rub it in the blank. As you can see, it's just a general coat, a couple sprays, and we will do that 5 times. Always stay moving, don't stay in the same place. I don't know how long I'm taking per run, just a couple seconds. You don't want to spend too much time with the paper towel touching the blank. 3, maybe 4, and the final and 5th coat. So that right there is giving us a pretty good coverage of Mercury CA on it. As you can see, it's pretty glossy now. How we finish it from here is we will, still on the low speed, kind of wet the blank with the fingertips, and I always start with 1,000 grits, just wet sandpaper. What this is going to do, just spend a couple seconds on it, what it's going to do is this is going to grind down any of the ridges that makes the CA uneven. Do this for a couple seconds, back and forth, always move, never stay in the same place. It'll make sure you have an even and consistent finish. One thing that I do is I'll dry my blank off with my finger until it is completely dry, and something that'll do is you'll see a dull, it's basically dull now, and all the little scratches or cracks, the little marks that you want to get rid of, will shine because that's the CA that hasn't been touched. So I've got a couple here, here, and here, so I will go back and I'll wet sand some more. When you get done wet sanding like this, if you just turn off the lathe and you dry it off and it's all dull, then you're ready to go through your micro mesh pads. This process right here will make the finish a glass finish every single time, because what you're doing is you're spending the time on the front end ensuring that all the deep scratches are gone and blended in. Okay, I don't see any deep scratches because there's no shining. If I wipe it and get it dry, it's dull across the entire blank. So now I'll switch to my micro mesh pads, wet the blank some more. I'll go a little bit higher than the slowest speed on my lathe, and I'll spend about, I don't know, 7 to 10 seconds per pad. Always moving. It's very important, and just make sure you spend a little time on the edges. It's pretty important to get a consistent sanding. Just to the next one, it's 1800 grit. Like I said, always moving. Don't spend too much time in one spot. That'll cause straight sand marks through the finish, and that's what you want to avoid. was 3,200. We're going to 3,600 now. Like I said, I'm spending, I don't know, 10 seconds per pad, give or take a couple seconds, making sure to get the base of it, and then at the end showing the edges a little bit of love. Constantly moving. That's what's going to ensure you have the good consistent finish. It's 4,000. We're doing 6,000 now. Take your time, guys. You don't have to move this fast. If you want to do 15 seconds per pad, you're more than welcome to. This is just how we wet sand. And finally, 12,000 grit. I will spend a couple more seconds on 12,000 just to ensure a final little buff. Okay, we'll dry it off. You can already kind of tell now it's got a nice glass finish to it. Take a paper towel, and I'll dry the whole blank off like that. Then we apply coat of Hut plastic ultra gloss plastic polish. A lot of guys use other products. Meguiar's plastic polish. We just like Hut. We actually apply it with socks, the inside of a sock. Just what works for us. So, good dime size, nickel size amount. Apply it slow, let it run slow for a couple seconds. Go to a clean spot on it, constantly moving, and speed up the blank. You want to run this speed for, I don't know, 15-20 seconds, get a good buff. And bam, that will give you a nice finish, mirror finish with no streaks in it. Well, hope this helps. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.